especially
the longest I can take a jobless man, I think is like 3 months tops.
These men
they don't care about us. Have you ever seen how a man treats a jobless woman?
No, but I've seen
they step on them like doormats. Yeah,
I've seen men taking care of jobless women for the rest of their life happily.
How many?
All of them. I think it's the only men who love jobless women.
You've not heard of those stories of a man saying, "I've got another woman because the other woman is in corporate, she's doing this, she's doing that."
I've never heard of that.
I was told that too. Let me tell you my story. You see my ex?
Yeah.
Yes. You see my ex? Yeah. My baby daddy?
Hello and welcome to the 6th episode of Sima and Say. My name is Atieno and today we have special guests. First I'll have my co-hosts introduce themselves and then we will introduce our guests, who is a very successful musician.
My name is Esther.
As usual, Rachel.
As usual.
Yeah.
My name is Eddah Ayon. I'm an artist. I do Rhumba music. On social media, you can find me as Eddah Ayon across all platforms except for YouTube. YouTube, utanipata kama Eddah Ayon official.
We are so thrilled to have you on Sima and Say, on this episode of Sima and Say. And by the way, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe down below. And on today's episode, we are asking ourselves if men really support ambitious women or do they simply tolerate them?
Well, Sima would start some of a few life stories and even talk about some truths that people are afraid to talk about.
In something very interesting, we'll make kienyeji chicken and some vegetable and ugali. For our kienyeji chicken, we already pre-boiled. And for our ingredients, we'll use some onions, tomatoes. Today we have chili cube because Rachel was complaining last time. Some curry and our mboga, managu and terere.
So now let's dig into numbers. Recent research surveys that shine a light on the broader truth. So we will start with the global trends. So a 2023 Pew Research study found that 46% of men said they were uncomfortable if their partner earned more than them. In the workplace, MC Kinsey Women in the Workplace of 2022 report shows that ambitious women, especially Black women and mothers, face more resistance and are more likely to be labeled too aggressive as compared to men. So, and to Kenyan survey, so Kenyan or regional statistic, a reference of Kenya National Bureau of Statistics or UN Women Stat about women employed in leadership roles, wage gap or access to funding for business. And marriage and success, studies shows women with higher educational income level are more likely to face relationship challenges, including higher divorce rate in some cultures. Are men truly ready for partners who outperform them? Simas, I want your opinion on that. There is the last statistic, I think that's what captured my mind, like marriage and success. I don't know how these are intertwined, but study shows that women with higher education or income level are more likely to face a relationship challenge, including higher divorce rates in certain culture. Let's talk about African culture because that's what we are conversant with. So is it true that most educated and can we say successful? Are they, Esther, is there any relationship between successful and powerful?
Yeah, there is. When you're successful, then I believe you automatically become powerful. Power comes with success. There's no way you'll be down there and then you say you have power. You have to have something to show that show that you have power.
It doesn't necessarily mean like it is money.
It doesn't need to be money. It can be maybe, but of course, money plays a major role. Because
it has to be money.
Yes, money is like the main factor. You can't say you'll be powerful.
Money
so
has
it's
to
money.
be first. Yeah.
So is it men or powerful women? Because now the divorce, if we are talking about the divorce rates being high, because in homes where women are more educated and powerful, because now you've explained it clearly well that power comes with success. So once you're successful, you're powerful automatically, right?
Yeah.
So once a woman is successful, why is there high divorce rates, if I may? Like, I'm very curious about this, baby.
Okay, I think we were taught as kids, this culture, the African culture, it's the men who should be providing for us. And women are just to be like at home, you just sit there, you take care of the kids, you take care of your husband, and that's it. But nowadays, you see when a woman finds something, she has a successful career, she has the money, she's not going to be depending on this man. Yeah?
Of course.
Yeah. And this man will be like kind of insecure, like you don't depend on me anymore, you don't ask for money and stuff like that. And now it's gonna be like, it's gonna feel useless. I think the problem is that with the men, not women.
So it's the ego.
Yeah, it's the ego. And I think men just love it when you depend on them. When you stop depending on them, they feel like you leave them because there's nothing more you want from him. Yeah, the attachment is no longer there. The attachment that comes with provision is no longer there because you can do everything by yourself. Yeah. So I think the divorce rates are higher because
now we can't depend on them. So it's an ego thing.
It's about them. Yeah. It's an ego thing. Yeah. And insecurities, and they feel like maybe when you leave, you've gone somewhere for work. After a week, that's when you're going to be coming back. They're like, what is she doing there? Who is she with?
But see, they also go out. They also go out for meetings clearly and take like how many weeks or months. Why are we not?
They feel like it's normal for them,
and it's not normal for me.
It's not the African culture, how they were taught.
So
yeah.
it's okay.
Women were taught to stay at home, and it's the man who should be going out there and fend and bring food.
And when did we stop just sitting and eating? Like, seriously?
When men became lazy. They became lazy, and now we had to do things by ourselves. They dumped us at home. They left us at home, married numerous wives.
So it's not us leaving them after becoming successful. It's their insecurities forcing us to move out.
Yeah.
So you can confirm that. Ajiano, what do you think about that?
A certain man on the internet once said that women who travel solo, they travel to go and meet men. And I was just sitting there wondering, I paid my tickets to go and meet a random man in Uganda. In Uganda. Yeah, I think there's I agree with what Eddah said. There's some level of insecurity when you stop depending on a man. They feel that you can't just be doing that for yourself. You're doing it to show me what, or do this, or if I can't trust you to go on this work trip alone. Yeah, because they feel like you're going. There's some malice in you traveling by yourself to go to work.
You see, now they are like, if you ask me, they're now dismantling the meaning of a relationship. Because now I thought meaning of a relationship is just me and you coming together to build something meaningful, the two of us. So you bring 100, maybe I will bring 25, so we have 125. Or if I can bring 125. 100.
Why are you bringing 25?
That was example. So now if I'm blessed to bring 100 and he brings 25, why are we not having that peace? Why are we not able just to work with, or it's because I'm the one bringing 100, so there are issues of ego and insecurities that
it feels like you're doing what he's supposed to be doing. You should not be bringing more. It's him who should be bringing more.
I'm going to bring more because I can have more. So I'm not going to zima my tar to make you happy.
Maybe you can't do it at
because
that
Eddah,
time.
what you're trying to what not what you're trying to tell me, but this is coming out like they would be very comfortable with us surviving with 50 if I don't have to bring my 100 so that it is 100.
You know, a man would rather tell you to quit that job that pays you that 100
So
and
that-
stay at home so you guys can
Yeah.
suffer with the
Yeah, we'll
25.
provide for you.
Just to satisfy.
That is not provision.
Maybe we'd rather see you suffer, all of you to suffer.
All of us to
than
suffer.
you, like,
But
just-
bado ako huku, mimi niko huku.
yeah, you suffer, but wewe kusikia vizuri, they don't like it.
No
Yeah?
true truth has been said today.
Yeah, that is very true. A man would rather see you suffer
We suffer to
than wewe usikie vizuri na yeye hayuko hapo kwa kusikia.
lakini sisi tunasikia vizuri si wote.
Si wote, but that's your money. Inaenda kwa account yako. That is your money,
So,
not his.
ningekuwa namwekea kwa akaunti yake ingekuwa tu sawa.
Sana,
But
sana.
maybe things
Actually,
will be
if
different.
women kama wanawake wanaweza fanya hivyo, there will be peace all over. Like, you just go to work.
You people have not seen those stories of people going to dates and then the woman gives the man money
Behind the table, you know that I'm the one
And
who
what do you
is
think? What do you think happens when a man tells you, "Enda nichukulie loan, enda chukua loan"? That is him doing that thing, but in
another one.
vingine too, but it's the same thing. Enda unichukulie loan.
Yeah, enda unichukulie
enda unichukulie
loan. Mbona nikuchukulie? Si nichukue tu alafu nijenge hii kitu. It's still ours.
anataka umchukulie ndo
It
ajenge.
has to be,
It has to be him.
yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
You just
man.
go and work.
Why do
And then-
men love to be providing? They don't want soft life. They don't want soft life like
No, but you know necessarily sometimes they're not even providing. They just don't like the fact that you are doing it.
You are doing it. That's what I'm saying. A man would rather see you die than just be okay. That is okay. I don't like it. You should be down here with us. You should be suffering with us. That's men.
Where, and then there is also another one about the wage gap. So wage gap is like the same. I'm doing the same role. I'm with you in the same, but now you are being paid like more. But we are doing, and in fact, women go extra normally at workplace.
Yeah.
So why is it like in Kenya? And this is 2023. There was still like wage gap, which is really discouraging.
But the wage gap is still wide even now.
But why? Do we know how to bargain as women? Maybe it's us. Maybe we don't know how to bargain.
Yeah, I don't think that's the
It's
the
not
case.
us.
It's not
I
us.
don't think that's the case. Because so long as you know you're qualified for this position or to do this particular task,
Yeah.
I don't think you will lower maybe your fees or anything. It's just how the
society is.
Yeah.
But I think women just do stuff, the average stuff. Yeah, we are limited to a lot of things. Yeah, you are home taking care of the kids and husband. You don't have time to maybe chase that career. You see that?
Yeah.
Or maybe you're just afraid to do it. What will people say?
But there are women who are doing it even better than these men, but the wage gap, they are still being paid low as compared to what their fellow
their
men.
counterparts.
Their
Yeah, that happens, by the way, in the
But
music
why?
industry. You see in the music, I'll talk about
Yeah,
it in
what-
the
yeah,
music
exactly.
industry. I've seen it happen so many times.
Like hii show mtu
Mimi
analipwa 100
nitalipwa
au ulipwe 50.
100, mtu alipwe 300. No,
Hey.
it happens.
Hey.
Somebody calls you and like, it is Eddah, kuna show hapa, nataka nikupe 30,000 ukuje ukipigia acoustic. But you see another male artist over there, amekuja na full band. Analipwa hata 1.5 million. You're like, why would you give me 30,000? Yet I have a band.
So ungenipea
I'm
hata
qualified.
half of that.
Yeah. That happens, that I can't deny. In the music industry, entertainment industry, I think that happens.
A lot.
Kuna venye wanawake pia tumelimitiwa huku sana. Yeah.
Okay, that's painful.
It's sad.
Yeah. I'm very jealous. So that one many hurt.
Adding our onions. Remember our chicken was already pre-boiled. Yeah, adding garlic.
Nora, a 34-year-old Nairobi-based banker, landed a dream regional director role with a big salary bump. Her longtime boyfriend had always said he wanted a go-getter. But within months, he became moody and passive-aggressive. He started saying things like, you're always too busy now. I miss the old you. He tried to reassure him. She tried to reassure him, but one night he confessed, I feel useless, like you don't need me. They broke up 2 months later.
Oh, this is boyfriend, girlfriend. I wanted to bring mood zangu za kawaida, but nikarealize, it's dating.
No, but it's still serious.
No, like
is that the whole story?
Yeah, that's it.
And
The question here is, did he really love her or just the version of her that needed him more? Oh my God, yeah.
That's the right question.
You really know what I'm going to say.
Yes. Just say it. Please blow it out. Because I think this boyfriend is good. Ask me why you don't look at me like that, because I'm not trying to defend him, but at least he busted out. I'm just imagining if he could have prolonged it until they get married, and then these insecurities are now popping.
Then it will grow to resentment.
But at least he mentioned it. Now, baby boy, why are you not trying also to be as busy as your girlfriend?
To level up.
See, I told you the other episode, but the moment that you are here and he's here, or you are here and she's here, there is a problem. Pull you each other. I'm not advising women to be Bob the Builder. Definitely, that's not what we are advocating in this channel. We are not. Yes,
but you want people to pull each other so that you don't, someone isn't left behind.
Yes, because definitely I will resent. If I'm not busy, I will watch those movies the first few months, and then the second month I will need your cuddles, I will need your breath, I will need your assurance and affirmation. But busy people do not have that time.
And then you start complaining, nowadays you come back home late, nowadays you are too busy for me.
So ideally you feel like both of them should come back home late.
So you what?
You know, it's not like they're coming back home like they want,
late
like they want.
They're busy.
She's just busy, and
they're busy. What is wrong with people being busy and looking for money and bringing money home? And then one day we take trip to Malaysia, and then we come back really well charged, and we are in love, and then we start being busy again.
Honestly, I just think people should date people.
Where
Where
do you want this other guy
do you want me to go down?
They have people. You guys are
I'm a busy woman.
Clearly classist. So I'm Wizi Taka watu.
No, that is why in dating, I think we have compatibility.
Yeah.
You guys have to be compatible.
But it's
in the way you reason, in the way you look at life, because one can't be up here,
so it's not about
down here, and then you expect.
So you are confusing me.
No, compatibility is very, very
important.
important.
Compatibility is important.
Compatibility, fine, thank you. It's compatibility, but is career, money, power part of this?
That should be the first thing you guys should look at.
Because maybe your career
this is hot.
You travel
really
a lot.
hot,
And the other person's career doesn't. So for you to be compatible, you have to understand that yes, my partner career expects them to travel this much or expects them to work these hours. Am I okay with this? So that is where compatibility comes in.
There is something I missed about this story. Okay, fine. The guy was very busy. The lady was very busy for this guy. Was the guy just sitting? Was he also doing something? Was he going to work?
He was doing something.
I think he was doing something.
Then what is wrong with this guy? This is not a wife's husband material. Thank you, Nora, for leaving this guy, because this guy, maybe Nora
aliachwa before achane.
Nora aliachwa. Nora, you deserve better. Nora achana na yeye. No, I think Nora deserve better.
the husband who took the back seats. Kevin, a chef, married Linda, a driven tech founder. When her startup raised $2 million in funding, Kevin chose to reduce his working hours to be more present with their baby. People whispered, "How can a man be okay with that?" Kevin replied, "Why not? She's brilliant. We are building something, just in different ways." Is masculinity about leading or providing space for both to lead? Hey, I like Kevin.
I think.
Why do you like
I don't
Kevin?
like him.
I don't like Kevin.
I love him. Kevin.
Oh my God! Let me read the story again. Yeah, because I think I'm hanging.
Kevin, a chef, married Linda, a driven tech founder. When her startup raised $2 million in funding, Kevin chose to reduce his working hours to be more present with their baby. People whispered, "How can a man be okay with that?" Kevin replied, "Why not? She's brilliant. We're building something, just in different ways." Is masculinity about leading or providing space for both to lead?
Hey, me leo nitachukua backseat like Kevin because
You cannot take the back seat.
No, but Kevin is doing what we are
Women
talking
do.
about the other time, reversed roles.
Yeah.
If the lady
but
is
si
doing...
tuliacha reverse roles tulishindwa ku actually
No, we agreed. Sometimes people have reverse roles. Kevin aliona and he was making really good money. What he did, he reduced his working hours to be more present for the baby.
But did the money reduce?
Did the man reduce?
That's
No,
very
it's the
important
wife.
to say.
It's the wife.
It's the wife who was making that money.
That- Money.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
Kevin was also making money at
Money.
one point,
But not as
right?
much as the wife.
It's fine. He was making money, and then he reduced hours of working to be more present with the baby.
Why?
Because
Why
the
do we
wife
have
is
a-
How can you do that? Now you
Why
can do
do we
that.
have a problem with when reverse roles? When men
Kevin
are doing
again
what
to
women
bad.
are
Keva aenda afanye kazi.
Aenda fanye kazi.
Si anafanya but
Anafanya,
amereduce
amereduce.
hours.
Yeah, working hours na very
That means money is also reduced here. You guys, why are you not talking about that?
That is why I'm asking. Is the money
Is the
reduced?
money also, yeah, because now me I have issues.
I
when
think
the money
that
is
doesn't
reduced.
matter because pesa yangu imepanda juu.
Because
Yeah.
if the roles were reversed, see the
These
lady
ones
that
are
people
hopeless,
expected.
romantic human beings.
If the roles were reversed,
Yeah.
the lady would have done the same. Yeah, get reduced working hours so that she's there for the baby or whichever
It's
the
no
case.
big deal. I think it's just like a man cooking for you or
Yes.
cleaning up.
Yeah.
Only that hii hapa sasa ni ya kazi.
Ni ya
It's
kazi.
kind of bigger, unaona.
Backseat.
That's it.
That means that you'd never let a man clean up, cook for you, wash the utensils.
I don't have a problem with that. I would really
It's
love
the
that.
same. Only that.
It's fine, but these are roles that we can increase your hours of working, and then we get a good nanny for the baby, and then we also create time for this baby.
Maybe you don't want some
But
stranger
how-
taking care of your kids.
How are you going to have enough time for the baby when you increase the working hours?
Mhm.
Because in short, you want to delegate the
We are all
raising of
parenting
the
don't
here.
have the money.
We are all parenting here, right? Are we not parenting here, all of us?
Because in
me and Kevin,
in
me and Kevin, we are parenting, right?
Yeah.
And we are going to squeeze time for our baby, both of us, and we are still going to bring money home.
Kevin is doing what most women do, because remember, in parenting, most of the time it is the woman who is expected
more
to
of
make
the
such
caregiving,
sacrifices.
yes.
Tears are coming out, guys, because I have no idea. I have no idea.
Kevin, call me.
I'm looking for Kevin's number.
Okay, you
But
guys.
I think the question of leadership. I believe a husband and a wife, they both lead in different
ways, yeah.
in the home.
And there are ways that a man cannot lead in a home.
Yeah.
There are ways that I cannot lead as a woman in a home. You see, like, we cannot. Okay, today I'm contradicting myself. Today I'm good. Actually. Today I'm really good.
If you cannot,
We are not competing here.
yeah.
It's like you are telling me, like, if you asking me to choose between my mother and my husband, they're all special in different ways in my life. Exactly. And that's why I think the role of a man and a woman are all special in different ways in a home. Okay, fine. Kevin, you are a man. You want to take care of our child, right? The only problem I have is you reducing the number of work, because that will reduce money coming in.
But it will benefit the child.
But why would you assume automatically that when he reduces his hours, that money will be need? Maybe he has his business. After he reduces working hours, there's still income coming
Because
in.
let me ask you, are you more of a parent to the child than the father is?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're both equal parents.
We are both equal. And
The same way you
important.
can reduce your working hours to take care of the child, in the same way it's okay for Kevin to reduce his working hours to take care of the child.
Can we reduce both our hours to take care of the child?
Then the
Yes,
money
you
will
can.
go down.
The money will go.
You know,
We are talking about $2 million.
that's a lot
You
of
see, my
money.
problem
And
is
you
with
have
Kevin. At one point, he will start being agitated. That's the only problem.
No, I don't think
That is
because-
where compatibility comes in.
Okay,
Yes, you were saying?
Kevin, you got your match. Thank you.
The soft power struggle. Shiko, a boutique owner, became the breadwinner after her husband's job loss. At first, they joked about it, but later, she noticed he'd subtly sabotaged her work, calling her boss lady sarcastically, pouting when she traveled for vendor expos, overspending to prove that he was still the man with no finances. One night, during a fight, he yelled, "You think just because you have money you can run this house?" She replied quietly, "No, but sometimes someone has to." Can ambition reveal hidden insecurities that were always there?
Yeah.
Believe it
And
can.
sadly, because now you gaslighting me and you're my life partner. That is wrong.
Like you're supposed to
By
be
all-
cheering me
yeah,
on,
you're my
not
cheering squad.
not sending circle.
You should even like having some kind of like how do you call it? Pity? I don't know. Like you're overworking. You're a woman. You're overworking.
I just need affirmation. I just need affirmation. Tell me I'm doing.
You're
tell
doing
me.
well.
Tell me. Show them what you've made of. You made of. Tell me, like, maybe you really hacking it. I will. Hey, try me. I
Instead
will
of him
go.
looking for a job, he's busy.
Instead of gaslighting me, making me you what you want to achieve is me to start second guessing myself, so that you start shining. That is not how.
But how is he going to shine with no finances? He doesn't have a job.
So see, I will.
Atafute kazi.
You see, Eddah said they will be very happy if we are very broke, but not that I'm providing.
The guy is even overspending. He's doing that
Overspending to prove
intentionally.
points, to prove points, and you don't have money.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me tell you the truth that we all have to accept. Whoever has the most money runs the house.
That's the whole.
Yes,
with
the
all
whole.
the decisions.
Whether it's
Because
a woman or a man,
Yeah.
any man who's watching this, whoever has the money runs the house. The home, I mean.
painful.
That is why it's very important for
The
you guys to
understanding
look for
women,
that
where are
money.
you guys? Understanding women, come we talk.
So you can keep your ego, okay? But the moment you lose the money or you start being lazy, you lose power. Yeah.
But if it is not laziness, clearly maybe we are just going through some hard time.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
okay.
have a very understanding wife. I've seen homes which are really doing well. The problem comes in when the guys start becoming too comfortable. That is the only problem. Where the problem creeps in is when the guys start being comfortable. But women are very understanding. The moment you lose a job, I will step in.
Step in, yeah.
Yes, I will
and
step
provide.
in. I will try as much as possible to make life as comfortable as possible. But when you also trying, I would see. I would see you sending application here and there, you trying this, and I will support you in that. But I would also see when you take back seat and you start relaxing. That is the enemy of peace in a home.
Yeah. True. Some people tend to get comfortable.
And it's very
A lot.
easy to get comfortable with it. It's
I think
very
that-
And
easy.
especially for men.
Yes.
Especially
The
for
longest I can take a jobless man, I think is like 3 months tops.
Men. You're a
These
spoiler.
men, they don't care about us. Have you ever seen how a man treats a jobless woman?
No, but I've seen.
They
I've
step
seen
on
men,
them like doormats. Yeah,
I've seen
You
men taking care of jobless women for the rest of their life happily.
How many?
All of them. I think it's the only
No,
men
no,
who
no,
love jobless women.
You've not heard of those stories of a man saying, "I've got another woman because the other woman is in corporate, she's doing this, she's doing
I've
that."
never heard of that.
I was told that too. Let me tell you my story. You see my ex?
Yeah.
Yes. Ninapenda kuongea facts. You see my ex, my baby daddy, his family. told me that, I deferred. This family told me that I'm not the perfect match because apparently he found a woman ambaye anauza mtumba mahali. Mtumba hizi nguo za watoto, and it's not like hata bill ni yake. So when you are down, a man does not care about you. So why would I care about a man when he's down? 3 months tops. Figure things out. Maybe let me tell you, I do not have remorse for men.
In African culture, all along, men were hunters.
Yes.
And women, what were they doing with it?
Taking care of homes. You hunt, you bring home, I cook and take care of the kids.
Okay, fine. That means most of their lives they take care of jobless people.
No, you're not jobless.
That was a long time ago. Nowadays they want us to work. Nowadays they want us to work.
It doesn't matter. The other day, I think in the previous episode, we were talking about domestic unpaid labor. That is work.
Cook, clean, emotional support.
Lot of work.
So don't say it. They're jobless.
They won't even do it for me.
Okay,
They have a job. They're not getting paid.
Which take us back. Can you guys define what do you guys mean jobless woman?
Like you bringing food to the table. That's
Not
what I
being
mean.
in active employment.
Okay, thanks. So the housewives, they're not actively bringing money, but they're actually doing something in this house that is not being done.
That someone
and
somebody
somebody
should
is
be
going
paid
to
for
work
doing.
to take care of them. It's the same thing, guys. Double standard. Double standard. Listen, you guys were clapping when you were saying that women are doing a lot of unpaid labor.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But they were not bringing money, but bringing food because they have to go and cook that food you brought and bring on the table. What do you bring on the table? I will bring myself on the table. Perfect. We
I am
clapped
the
for
table.
them. I am the table. We clapped. We all clapped for that phrase. Sindio? Now, we are talking about a jobless man. Why are we not giving them also? Because there are things they're taking care of in this house. That
Let me tell you.
No, a lot of jobless men
no.
don't do anything in the house.
Okay.
If the roles were reversed,
are still on the seat.
Yes. You come back from work, unakuja unaanzia.
Unapata amewekelea mguu.
even the beds are not spread
Even
yet.
the bed.
Ametoka kulala kwa hiyo bed.
Akona remote hivi to the whole
Kelly
day.
utaenda kuspread.
You see, if the roles were reversed, like you have to be the husband of the house. Just stay at home. I'll go and work.
Yeah.
Men will not do it. Like they won't do it. Yeah.
They will wait for me to come back and
Yes.
cook and make stories and entertain them.
And that's when you
And
should
make stories and
respect us.
entertain them, and when the babies are asleep, you give them.
Yes. You give them. You are very tired.
So let's do the last story. She turned down the promotion. It's gonna be hot by the look of things. Maureen, a PR executive, was offered a high-level role in Mombasa, but her fiancé did not want to relocate, and they were planning a wedding. He said, "Babe, I just want to build our life now, not your resume." She declined the role. A year later, she learned he was cheating with his boss' assistant. Hey, Sima pain. This is pain. She gave up the job for love and lost both. What do you guys think? Maureen, you're stupid. Hey.
Kwanza, that statement alone should have been a red flag.
Which one?
You do not want to build your resume.
Yeah.
You want to build a what?
No, I want to build a home, not your
Not your-
CV.
Yeah.
That statement
Who said
alone.
that? The lady or
The man.
The audacity.
The audacity.
That sounds like my ex.
Edah's ex is in.
You suffered.
You never know peace.
You've never known peace. Okay, hey, this is a pain. I see my pain. Hey, listen. Mimi Rachel, you don't want to support me. Yeah, I'm very sensitive with my career. I'm imagining me in Maureen's shoes. Number one, this wedding was not meant to happen in the first place. Yeah, because you're telling me it's not for better for worse. Because for better for worse, either I'm far or I'm near you, we still one thing, one heart, and doing one love, life, one mission, or blah blah blah. blah.
Rachel is such a lover girl.
But clearly,
You see how I'm looking at her like
why are people getting married by the way? If you don't want to do life with this person, Why?
Let me tell you.
No. I'm a lover girl, yes. So tell me why people get married.
I can't answer that question because I'm
I used to think otherwise, but right now, if you guys ever see me, like me married and stuff like that, just know that that man is adding some value. Or adding something on top of what I already have. Not taking like this guy is. Yeah. I was Maureen at some point.
But now you see.
Oh,
so
right
it's also, Maureen should happen also to people.
No,
so
but
that you
I
wake
didn't
up
have
a bit
papers. No one would
tell
do
us
that to me if I had my education
what
and all
happened?
that. Things just happened. You know, I was very young. Mimi nilikuwa mdogo sana. I was very young, very naive, so in love. Yeah. Then I just got pregnant one after the other.
You're very fertile.
Which
is good.
I'm very fertile, by the way. Yeah, things happen. Relationship. That relationship didn't work out. I walked out. I learned my lesson. Yeah. Right now, I don't play around. You see that thing you guys call love? It's a man who should be loving you. You should not be. The moment you start loving a man,
You're done.
That's it. The moment you start doing things men should be doing.
Because in high school I was told, like even in the Bible, men were summoned to love women.
And you should be submitting. He loves
women
you
were supposed to submit. Hapo submission.
You submit.
A lot of confusion in submission.
You submit when a man loves you. And you see, when a man loves you, he'll provide, he'll take care of you.
By the way, the Bible does not say that you're supposed to
Women
love
do love.
No, women were not supposed to love. They were just supposed to submit. Which they also did not define the kind of submission they wanted.
But in 2025, when men are demanding for 50-50, submission is gone
out of the picture.
Actually, you are always ladies very, very serious about that. Anytime that has to pop in somehow. But I don't think have they come out clear and say they want 50-50.
No, it's not. It's not.
You don't even
it's not
need to
said
say it.
directly.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
said
just
directly.
implied.
Like you're just hoped. It's just hoped that you're working and you're chipping in for bills.
So automatically
Chipping
it's implied.
Well,
Chipping. You see, the definition of chipping in here, women is very bad. A woman chipping in can be nothing.
Yeah.
But if they at one point they say I'm bringing myself to the table. Hey women.
I know, I am the table.
Oh, you are the table.
I'll sell the table too, you see.
Oh, if it brings nyoko, you sell the
What you
table.
bring to the table, I'll sell that table. You want me to bring something, yeah? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me do this. Do the honors. Za kuonja chakula. This is kuku kienyeji.
Yes, it is.
And saga, chisaga. Wakisi wanasema chinsaga. And ugali. I'm already salivating. Oh my God. This person is a very good cook. Anafaa kuwa chef mahali.
Mpishi olewe.
Mpishi apewe mabwana 3. Not one won't be enough.
Mpishi is single. Mpishi apatiwe 3.
Si hata bwana mmoja wa 3. Juu mmoja hatawezana. The chicken is very soft. It's tender. Oh. The food is too good. Yani mimi hata nataka nianze tu kula ile serious sasa. Guys, this is so good. Whoever made this food is an expert.
So now let's dive into these sensitive views, raw, unfiltered, and controversial takes. So number 1, when a man says, "I support ambitious women as long as they don't forget their role at home," what's your take on that? I will support a very ambitious woman as long as Esther do not forget her role. And I don't know what your role is. At this point.
It will lick you.
Where are you talking about?
What role? Of course, wifely roles. Ufue, umpikie, akikuliza panty yangu iko wapi? At least you know where socks and panties is. Ukiona akikuja pale. And then at the
When
same
did that
time,
start becoming a role? where you know where.
Just an example. So I don't know the kind of role they are talking about. Maybe the other roles. Do you guys know any other role for a married woman?
I think that thing is just out of discussion. The moment I started working, mambo ya role tuliachana nayo because it's your role to be working and me staying at home, okay? So the moment that thing happened, me going to work and everything, iliharibu kila kitu.
I have a problem with your role is to work. Because now in 2025, now we all working. The only problem is there is no my role, there is no your role.
We're all working, but the women are still doing the things that they were doing
That's
in the 16th century.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
So in real sense, there will never be it is equality ama equity ama nini, because either way, hata tukisema iti we are providing 50-50, the woman will always do more. She will always do more. She will be expected to run this boma. Akirudi ajue leo tunakula. Hata even when you have a house girl, bado wewe ndo house girl atapigia simu.
Coordination.
Yes. Nipike nini leo?
Na bado utafikiria what he really wants to take.
Yes. And even
that is not what you want to take.
Exactly. You still have to compromise on what will make them happy, what they want. You still have to put their needs before yours.
50-50, watu wasima nilisema hakuna
nothing like 50-50.
I think I've been against this 50-50 thing.
Because why are you saying 50-50 and I'm doing most of the work?
The woman is doing more.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm willing to stay at home and be that housewife. Yeah. On a serious note. Nikipata mtu akona pesa ambaye ananitunza vizuri, I'll stay at home, take care of the kids, take care of our home, as long as at the end of the day, you put something small in my account.
Me, I say I will be gladly. I would love to be a rich housewife. I just don't want to be a housewife. The rich bit.
Where would you get
Have to be rich.
the wealth from?
From your husband.
From your husband.
Oh yeah, I thought you did.
I would want to be a very rich housewife.
You should be like, if my husband is rich, I'm rich. Not that it's only your husband who's rich, then you are poor. If he decides to dump you tomorrow,
If he decides like
nothing.
you are not going to be rich, but I'm going to be rich, the husband can decide. He's not sharing any information about his wealth. Maybe you are part of that will, maybe you are not even part of that will, you don't know. They're just authoritative. You guys are never
You get your own wealth then.
you get your that's just another thing. But we were talking about housewife. And I said, I would just want to be one if I'm going to be a rich housewife. Because rich housewife is not going to be the machine. Their machine is to do her work.
Yeah, that's what, before you get to the point where now you decide to be a housewife, be rich first.
With my own sweat,
This thing.
I'd never. If I have all that money and still no.
This is crazy. Now, a woman may confess, I downplay my income to keep peace in my relationship. Hey! Me, I will shout. I have. Me, I will shout. I cannot downplay my success to impress a man. I cannot.
Like shrinking yourself so that he
So that,
feels
yes,
good
yes.
about himself.
Exactly. And we say this can only happen at workplace.
Yeah.
When I want to achieve
Something.
something smartly. When I want to be smart. Not only when I want to be smart. Yeah. But for a man, no. Hiyo nimekataa.
Like passing him your card at dinner so that
I think we should just stop doing things for men. Let them do things themselves.
True.
The moment you start doing things for men, that is where your life just turns around and you start
You
suffering.
even forget about
Let them
yourself.
figure out their life. Let them fend for themselves.
They also don't want us to do these things, by the way. Ni sisi ndo tuko na kimbele mbele.
so you want to be able to work.
Okay. Discuss the fears some men have being financially or intellectually outshined. Hiyo tulishasema. Hiyo si ni ile like now they become very agitated.
Insecure.
They start asking you, sasa pesa kidogo na umeshaanza. Pesa kidogo na ushaanza kunijibu venye unataka. And maybe hata kuna kitu umejibu.
In fact, I think we should start having conversations about finances on the first date. First, second date.
Yeah.
And then you can get about finances.
Where do you get
Your
the sense
thoughts.
of asking how much?
No, not necessarily about how much you earn. Like just someone's take on different issues.
Yeah.
Like give case scenarios. What do you think if maybe a woman was earning this much and a guy was earning this much? Those conversations are very important on the first date. Peter enzi za kwanza kuulizana what's your favorite color. Talk about the baby daddy. Talk about the issues. Those issues and unasema not now, because these are the red flags that you ignore until you now get into marriage and you ignored all this. You forgot to ask these important questions. You forgot to ask someone's view on these important issues. So from first date, actually now favorite color. Actually, what are your hobbies? You'll figure that out.
Hey, I think life is very complicated. I think life is a bit complicated. So now what maybe we will, as we close it, we can just, what does support mean? What does support mean to you, Eddah?
In what aspect?
Support, like
in a marriage.
In a marriage, yeah. In a marriage. You're supposed to be cheerleader to this man. Are you supposed to be financially, emotionally, things like that? What does support means to you?
I think support comes from both sides. Even you as a lady should be able to support your partner, and you as a man should be able to support your partner as well. Support is very, very important in all this. Like whatever you do, CAT, when you get a job, you start saying choose between you, me, and your job. You sit down and then you decide how will this affect our relationship. So that you decide on the best course, and no one should dim their light, so that the other one should do better. Yes.
Yeah.
Support is very, very crucial.
I think Esther has closed it for us.
Eddah, I think it's okay, but women, I think we should choose what to support and what not to, especially on the financial whatever side. We should support men in whatever way we can, but not on the financial side. They should support us. Yeah, wanafaa to support.
Lakini not us, the other way around. Me, I would say like support is all round, just like Esther mentioned. If I love you and you have good intentions and you've proved it over time, I don't have any reason why I will not support you. I support you with all my heart and soul and everything that I have, because now we are together, the moment that we decided to do life together. So I would say in regards to support, it depends on the kind of energy you are bringing. You cannot bring energy of 50 bob and then I bring energy of 150. No. If you bring 150, trust me, I will support you. You tell me you want to do this, I will ask you what do you do? How do you think we can do this together? How do you want me to support you? How do you want me to come in? And then now, but my problem is me trying to support you, but you don't see. And now you're taking back seat. When you take back seat, I don't know how to help a man who will take a back seat in life. And most of them will say, oh, you see, the masculine energy will make them feel intimidated. And now they decide to take the back seat. I don't think that's enough excuse for me. But when you think I'm very ambitious, the best thing you can do is to support me.
Step aside.
I will not slow down because
Support
you
me
think
or step aside.
Support me or you leave.
Yes.
Yeah, or you leave, which is very, very important. Yeah. How do you advise women as we close?
Men
Hata
and
kuna
women,
mtu ameongea juu ya food except Eddah.
men and women, don't leave your partner behind. Period.
And we mentioned that last week, right?
Yeah.
Grow together. Life is sweet at 50. When you both have a very small farm.
Until he marries a small.
Oh, who is Eddah? No, if everything remains constant, it will be very nice when you grow old together.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That is very beautiful. That's what we are trying to say.
Yeah.
Till next time, this was Simen Say. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube.
And follow us on our social media pages
Exactly.
at Sim and Say on all the platforms. And also subscribe to Eddah Ayon.
And also order samosas.
Oh, order
From
samosas
Eddah,
from
yes.
me.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.